Hey guys, it's Amber with Social Speak Network. I want to talk to you today about your mindset. I want to make sure that we're all on the same page in this entrepreneurial world. And I have 6 little tips I want to share with you today. The first thing is passion. Why did you start your business? And a lot of what we talk about with Social Speak is your why. Why are you doing what you do? And are you passionate about it? If you're just following that money, that paycheck, it's not going to work out. You have to make sure that you are passionate about what you do. For me, I love helping people with their social media strategy. I love being able to show them new tips and tricks and techniques, and they get it. And they're like, look at what I made on Canva, or did you see my post? Did you see this? And I love that then they love what they're doing on social media. So my passion, and it's been my passion for over 10 years, helping people understand what to me comes so easy. It's like second nature, but to others, it takes them hours and they struggle with it. So my passion is to help people overcome their fear of social media marketing and figure out how it works for them. So make sure you're passionate about what you do. The second thing is everything is possible. We stepped out of that corporate box, that cubicle that we were in, and we took a leap of faith and starting our own businesses, whatever that may be. And anything is possible. And it sounds kind of cliche. It's like, your mother, you can be anything you want when you grow up. But it's true, especially in today's world. I mean, we can honestly, be whatever we want to be, and everything is possible. So set those goals high, set those standards high, because if you are passionate about it and you're willing to put in the work, you can honestly make that 6-figure income if that's your goal. You can travel the world. You can grow a successful business. So make sure that you're going into this open-minded and knowing that everything is possible. Be accountable to you. And I feel like sometimes this can be a struggle because as an entrepreneur, a small business owner, we know what we need to get done every day. And I've talked about this in the past videos, but make sure, you are accountable. Hold yourself accountable. This is what I need to get done today. Once this is done, okay, I can go shopping. I can go, sit on the beach. I can go read a book. You can give yourself that flexibility and that freedom to live that life that you want, but hold yourself accountable to doing those things that we want to do. Because what happens, and I know this for myself, I get all my client work done and I'm like, okay, well, that's it. But I still need to make the videos. I need to write the blogs. I need to do the research for the blogs. And those things sometimes aren't as fun as maybe a client project or sitting on the beach or reading a book. This is the book I'm reading right now. So by holding myself accountable and saying, okay, here's what I want to get done this week, I can break it up into chunks and say, okay, I'm going to write, 1,000 words on this blog today. I'm going to write 1,000 words on that tomorrow. I need to do these 3 videos this week, and make sure that I hold myself accountable to those things that are going to help me reach the goals that I want to reach. So hold yourself accountable. Number 4, give. It's funny how, as an entrepreneur, you maybe go through those growing phases. And a lot of the videos I've been watching and the books I've been reading and the blogs I've been reading, the people I've been following, they have all said that one step of their success has always been giving back. And when you come from that place of giving, and not giving to receive, but giving to just truly give that information. Give a free, honest, free consultation. Sit down with someone. Give back to a nonprofit. Give your time. When you come from that place of giving, the universe, in my eyes, sees that. And it's amazing what happens when you come from that gratitude place. All these things that start coming, these positive changes that you start seeing in your life. So I think as an entrepreneur, we are we have that freedom to give back to the nonprofits that we want. We have that time. We're able to put that into our schedule to volunteer at a local shelter or nonprofit. Whatever feeds your soul, make sure that you're putting that into your business, into your time, to make sure you are giving back, because I think it's important, and I think it builds our character, and I think that it builds our community, and other people see that. So number 4, give. Number 5, I think is always to have a positive attitude. And when I was younger, my mother was, and still is, the most positive person, out there. And I would always say, oh my gosh, Mom, if you tell me to be a positive butterfly anymore, I'm going to lose it. I can't deal with it. But as I've gotten older, I'm like, it makes such a huge difference staying positive, being a good person, focusing on what you do have, coming from, where we're talking about coming from that spot of gratitude, being grateful for what you do have in this moment, that freedom, that flexibility, the income you're making, the people you're meeting, the business you're building, coming from that spot, that place of positivity, being grateful, and focusing on, okay, yeah, maybe you don't have $1 million today, but let's set those goals and let's figure out how we can get from here to here. And so I think that, staying positive and focusing on, those things that you do have and what is positive in your life it gives you that courage and that strength to get through each and every day. And you're always going to have those mornings where you wake up and say, what am I doing? Am I doing this right? How can I do this? Can I do this? And keeping that positive attitude will help you and show you the way, yes, you can do this. Work hard. So number 5, have a good positive attitude, be grateful for what you do have, and work for those things that you want to accomplish and want to have. And that leads me right into number 6, you gotta work for it. So many people start a company or a business or a side gig or whatever it may be, and they work really hard for the first few months, and then, they kind of slack off, and, well, it's not working, I gave up. But I can't sit in this chair and expect to make $1 million just sitting here being like, hey guys, not doing anything. So you have to work for that goal. In January, we talked about SMART goals. And I think that, your goal planning is something that you should carry on throughout the year. Every single month, look at those goals. What have you accomplished? Where do you need to be? Are you on the right track? And work harder. Work for those things that you want. You are only going to get to the place you want in life if you're putting the time in. And work smarter, not harder. Find those ways to delegate. What are those things you love to do in your business that feeds your soul, that passion is, and do those things. And be able to delegate those things that you're not really in love with, whether it's bookkeeping or social media or research, whatever it may be that you have to do in your business that you're not in love with. Find people that are in love with that task. Last night I'm reading this book, You Are a Badass, and I love it. And last night there was I was just talking to my husband about how I am a control freak. Yes, imagine that. And one of the pages I had read said, I can't find it right this second, but it said delegate or die. And it was all about being able to, delegate or die. It says, one of the best ways to lighten your load is to stop being a control freak and or tightwad. Hire someone to help you or delegate to those around you. And it says you absolutely cannot grow a business, get promoted, or be a cool parent. And you absolutely will go gray before your time if you try to do every single thing by yourself. And that totally clicked with me because I like to have control. I like to do things the way I do them. And that has to stop. I have to let go of that because in order to be a successful entrepreneur, I have to be able to work at what I'm good at, let go of what I'm not, and and allow other people to come in and help me. So as an entrepreneur, and maybe it's just me, but I feel like we always just try to wear all those hats, and we don't have to wear all those hats. We're allowed to let other people wear those hats. So I hope these 6 tips gave you a little bit of encouragement and excitement to continue what you're doing in your business. We would love to hear your stories. What are things as an entrepreneur that help you stay driven every day? How do you stay positive? How do you keep going? We want to hear what works for you. So please share. Thanks.